Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope your new year is off to a good start. I hope you are finding a way to invest in yourself. That is something I just felt like that I needed to say. Investing in yourself means setting up boundaries, creating a space where it's peaceful for you, whatever that looks like, taking some time out of the crazy and busyness that we all have, to just do something that you enjoy, right? I know life can't just be one big party and, we do all the things we love 24/7, but it's important to carve in that time, just for, your personal health and your mental wellness as well. So we are in the middle of a series that I have entitled, Can You Spare a Minute, right? And so SPARE is an acronym for spiritual, professional, academic, relational, and emotional fitness, right? I'm all about being fit in your purpose. So today we are going to tackle the A, which is academic fitness. Now, should be all about everything I know because that is my life, right? I'm a sociologist, I'm a professor, so I get academics. I am very passionate, I guess is the word, about education. And it's a frustration of mine if I read stories in the news or I hear different, if I read an article and there's tons of like misinformation and, so this is one of those topics that could go on much longer than 5 minutes. To consolidate it was a little tricky, but I think I know the lane that I want to go down. So academic fitness, what is that? So first and foremost, even as a college professor, I will say I don't believe that college is for everybody. I do think it does open up doors for people that may have doors shut when it comes to certain jobs and whatnot. I can convince you all day, every day why college education is very important, but I also realize and know that college is not for everyone. Everyone learns differently. So it's not necessarily that I'm preaching about being in a college setting. I'm preaching about understanding and learning and educating yourself in the way that best suits you. Now, we are living in a day and time, y'all, of like, it's just, we don't know what to believe in the news, right? I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. When I read a news article or I hear the news or something, I don't really watch the news, but I question a lot, because oftentimes, I'll go back and read the article and they have to kind of recant something they said because they misinformed us. And, one article says this and another source says this. So admittedly, I agree that it's really hard and difficult to know what is true, right? The thing I will encourage you to do, right? It's not a fix all for all the problems we see in the media and the misinformation, but I think it kind of helps guide us into the right direction, right? So in a time where we are hearing so much misinformation, I encourage you to, first of all, take some extra steps into figuring out and to understanding where your information is coming from. That means you might have to cross-check some different sources, right? If you read, first of all, let's stop using Facebook and social media for our news, okay? Like y'all know I share it all the time. I'm not a big social media person. I'm even more of a Grinch, I'll say, when it comes to people getting their news off of social media. Guys, anybody can put anything on social media, okay? So we got to stop that. We got to stop getting our news off of social media. There are some valid news sources, and a lot of times you just have to cross-check, right? You read it here, see if it's in another place, check the credentials of the person, right? Because what's happening a lot of times, guys, you can go to websites and they can look professional. They can even sound like they were written by a person with, 50 degrees behind their name. But if you got 50 degrees, you got that. That's amazing, right? But point being is, it's getting harder and harder to differentiate between truth and fiction, right? So one of the things that I often kind of default to is I often think, we got to let people stay in their lanes. People, first of all, have to stay in their lanes, and people got to respect the lanes that people are in, right? So me, I'm a social scientist, right? I am not a scientist when it comes to medicine and, stuff that doctors know. That is not my lane. I rely on the people who went to college for, 50 years. I don't know why that's my number today. Realistically, like 8 years or so, who put the time and the effort in to get a degree to understand it. I rely on them, and then I cross check, right? Let me not just take this one opinion, or this person's feedback. Let me go to somebody else and see if it kind of matches up. You have to do your due diligence a lot of times, especially nowadays when it comes to stuff. But I would love to make sure that, I would hope that my students respect me because they know that I put in the work and I went to college, and I'm bringing forth the knowledge that I learned and I continue to learn to give it to them, right? And I need to give other people that same courtesy, whether that's doctors, scientists, nurses, other teachers in different departments, right? I need to trust them to some degree, right? Hopefully to a big degree, that they know what they're talking about. Everybody is an expert on things that we just don't know, and we gotta kind of pull back a little bit and stay in our lane a little bit. So I know that might touch a nerve with some people, but if we start to get to a point where we cross-check, right? We stay in our lane. We allow people who have a separate lane to inform us of information that is valid. Then I think we can do a better job of really educating ourselves in the right way and doing away with a lot of the misinformation that's out there. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that helps at least one person. Y'all know that's my thing. If it just helps one person, then that's all that matters, right? So hope you have a wonderful week or weekend, and I will see you on the next video.